So let's talk about how we're going to show our customers the tremendous reading capabilities of the DataMan 8600. For our demo that we're going to share with our customers, we're going to need some demo materials. The same as our DataMan 8500 demo, as a matter of fact. So if they've seen it before, they're really going to see a nice improvement with the DataMan 8600. The first thing we're going to use is our near-far demo sheet. That's going to allow us to show the capabilities of the liquid lens. We're going to need our 1D barcode test sheet to show our hot bars capability. We're going to need our reflective cylinder to show the benefits of using the diffuse illumination in the ultralight. We're going to need our comparator plate, again, to show our ultralight, in this case our low angle lighting, to be able to read and illuminate .peen codes on a variety of surfaces. And we can use our DataMan 8050X demo plate, which will allow us to show the increased flexibility that our 8600 has at reading direct part mark codes at more angles and from different distances. So the top three deltas that we're going to want to mention with the DataMan 8600 is best-in-class reading performance as a result of our 2D Max Plus and hot bars algorithms, as well as our improved ultralight and our liquid lens being able to have the best reading performance because of all of these features. As well, we want to talk about the modular design. So obviously we can't show that other than showing them a module, but we want to make sure that they understand that we're the only handheld, industrial handheld, to support Ethernet with industrial protocols directly out of the handheld scanner for easy integration with PLCs. Of course, we also have RS-232 and USB communication. And we have a Bluetooth module, and shortly we'll support the Wi-Fi module as well, both to the Bluetooth base station and the Wi-Fi base station. And both of those have Ethernet, USB, and RS-232 communication out of them. The third point we want to bring up is the industrial design features that we built into the scanner. So it really is designed for industry. Features a ruggedized, overmolded housing for robust performance. It also has a lanyard hook, a centralized laser aimer, and of course software features such as JavaScripting or handshaking through DMCC commands directly with the PLC. So how are we going to show our customers these great features? Well, our first demo, the near-far demo, is going to show off the capabilities of the liquid lens. We're going to be able to show them that we can read codes up close and codes far away. So for example, we can read the small codes up close, very easy, read the 1D code far away. Shows the liquid lens. We can also show them the new continuous depth of field out of box. So from contact, we're able to read that 2D code to about 8 inches or so, and back down. So very easy to use with the liquid lens. And we want to point out the ability to read direct part mark codes specifically up close and label-based codes far away because of the liquid lens. In addition, we want to show them our 1D reading capabilities. So of course nobody would buy an 8600 just to read 1D codes, but it does feature our best 1D Max Plus with hot bars algorithms to read challenging to read 1D codes, quiet zone violations, damages, noisy codes, for example. So we can read some of those codes. Be sure to point out some of the challenges that we see in the images of those 1D codes, and they'll be impressed with our reading capabilities because of our 1D algorithms. But really they're buying an 8600 for their DPM reading capabilities. And so we want to be sure to highlight the benefits of the ultralight, the improved ultralight, and also our 2D Max Plus algorithms that are on the DataMan 8600. So we can show them our cylinder demo. We're able to read that. And be sure to point out the type of image that we see. So we're able to create contrast because we're using that diffuse illumination, so we're not just getting pure reflections back. We're able to see the contrast between the background and the code, even on reflective surfaces. We have our comparator plate as well to show the power of the ultralight, the angled lighting, to create bright .peen codes even on textured surfaces. So we can take a look at what that looks like. And we can point out here, you can see that the cells are shining brightly compared to the background, which is gray. That's because the ultralight, the light is hitting that wall in the bottom of that code, of the .peen code itself, and coming straight back up into the imager and creating that contrast where perhaps there wasn't contrast before. A nice way to show this too is to put the scanner into live display mode. So from a distance, you can see the code, the cells are dark, which on a code like 250, not as much of a problem, but you can see on the 1000, very difficult to see the contrast. But as you come in on the code, you can see very bright contrast, and of course you can see the light cycling as well. If you want to show just one light setup, you can go up here to the read setups, and you're going to want to disable all but the number 4, which is really a great setup for reading the .peen codes, for example. And you can put live display mode on as well if you want to look at just a continuous image, and you can see the cells show up as you move in and out from dark to light. And that's what really can show them what the ultralight is doing and how we're able to read these challenging to read codes. Turn those back on. In addition, we can show them our 8050X demo plate. And what we want to show here is that the 8600, of course the 8050X can read this whole plate, but the 8600 can read it in a variety of ways, different ways. The 8050X needs to read it at about 45 degrees with the grain. The 8600 is of course able to do that, just like the 8050X, but it's also able to read it straight on, for example. So we're able to read that. We're also able to read it at a different orientation. And of course we're able to read that far away as well. So you can see with the 8600 there's a lot of flexibility in the ways that an operator can read this code. Now ultimately that may mean that it's easier for the operator to use an 8600 sometimes than an 8050X. Regardless, they're going to see tremendous, very snappy performance on these well-formed codes from the 8050X demo plate. So at the end of our demo, we want to wrap up with the key benefits that the customer can experience with the DataMan 8600. Again, we want to focus on the first delta, reading performance, tremendous reading performance capabilities out of the DataMan 8600, and that's due to our 2D Max Plus and our Hotbars algorithms, as well as our ultralight technology and our liquid lens technology for being able to read codes both far and near. All those things result in tremendous reading performance. We also want to point out our modular communication design. So again, one reader can communicate Ethernet with industrial protocols, USB, RS-232, or Bluetooth, and in the soon future Wi-Fi as well for wireless options, all with one common read head. In addition, we want to point out the industrial features, both hardware and software industrial features. The ruggedized housing, the lanyard hook, the centralized LED aimer for accurate aiming, as well as the software features such as JavaScripting for putting in logic and programming, as well as the DMCC DataMan control commands for handshaking directly with the PLCs. So that's the DataMan 8600. Now let's take a look at what a model demo to a customer would look like.